All right, hey, HadesOmega here, and this is gonna be my SSD vlog. All right, so I'm gonna make a vlog of my, my delivery experience throughout the day as a SSD, previously known as a PVD. All right, SSDs are seasonal support drivers, and PVDs were personal vehicle delivery drivers. A lot of people still call it PVD. Okay, and I'm gonna go highlight, the things that I do throughout the day that I in the 2023 peak season. All right, so how my typical day goes. All right, everyone's days are different. All right, every SSD has different vehicle. They got different delivery, strategy and all that. HadesOmega has been doing this for 4 years. All right, one year as a seasonal driver and 3 years as a seasonal support driver. Okay, so I actually drove the big brown trucks. Okay, so HadesOmega has done the UPS thing for a while. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So so here we are. I'm at home right now. It's about 9:40 right now when I'm shooting the vlog. We're gonna take off at 10 o'clock. All right, so the center will usually text you before. All right, they have the text message system, the UPS text system, and they'll usually ask you if you're going to work or not, and you say yes or no, and then they assign you a route. All right, that's the way it's been working this year. All right, and fortunately enough for HadesOmega, I've been able to work pretty much every day. All right, last year that wasn't the case. Okay, so I've been very lucky. So yeah, so typically, so this is how my day goes. Before 10 o'clock, you'll get some kind of text message asking whether you're going to work or not. All right, you put yes or no. If you put yes, they'll send you another text message that says you're assigned to, like, so Jose is my driver. All right, that's the driver that I'll be assisting. So I get a text message saying you're assigned to such and such route, and Jose is your driver. And then they'll give you his phone number so you can contact him. All right, so Jose, I've been helping Jose pretty much all of peak season. All right, so HadesOmega is fortunate enough that I've been attached to the same driver the whole time. All right, so if you help a driver out and he likes you, he can request you, and that's what's been happening. It's been me and Jose delivering packages in Almaden Valley for like peak season. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I got a kind of daily routine going on until peak season is over, until we get laid off. All right, so yeah, and so that's one of the reasons I wanted to make this vlog, and so I can show you what it's like, show you what my day is like when what a typical day as a SSD is like working at UPS. Okay, so I've got a chest camera so we can get some first-person footage. I'm not gonna get any customer interactions. Okay, I don't think UPS would be happy with that, and people wouldn't be happy with that. So but I will show you what it's like to deliver the packages. Okay, so okay, yeah, so I got the text message. You get the second text message. Hey, you're helping Jose out. Here's his number. This is the route and all that stuff. You put, and it says yes or no, and then you put yes, and then they give you some kind of tip of the day. I believe today, what was the tip of the day? Let me see. Let me go look at my phone. So, oh yeah, and I'll show you how I got my vehicle set up. I'm shooting this pretty early. Usually I leave at 10 o'clock. So it's been agreed upon, me and Jose, that we're going to meet at 10:30 at the meetup point. All right, so we have a specific meetup point where we meet up every day. All right, in the morning, I usually meet him at 10:30 at this meetup point. All right, so I usually leave my house at 10 o'clock. It takes me about 30 minutes to get to the meetup point. All right, I live in East Side San Jose, and we're going to South Side San Jose. Okay, and if you guys are wondering, they don't pay you the miles to get to where you're going. Unfortunately, when you clock in, all right, when you get the MDA, the phone, all right, that's when the miles start counting. Okay, if you guys are wondering. Okay, anyway, today's safety reminder was know where you will encounter kids, school zones, playgrounds, and neighborhood links. Okay, so in HadesOmega's delivery area, there's a couple schools. All right, but there's like a high school, and around like this week it's been like 1:30 or something. Around 1 o'clock, the kids get out of school, and there's kids everywhere, and there's traffic, parents picking up kids, and you don't want to be around any of those areas around that time. All right, typically they get out around 3. All right, but this is the week at Christmas. All right, so the end of this week is Christmas. Okay, so and it's already Thursday. Okay, so today is a Thursday. Okay, so that's the safety tip of the day. All right, guys, and yeah, and then we're gonna go meet Jose at the meet point at 10:30, and we're gonna leave at 10 because it takes me 30 minutes to get there. Okay, this is what I'm wearing. All right, I'm wearing a jacket. All right, I want it like kind of like a cool weather jacket, and it's kind of water resistant. It's been raining the last couple days. That's why I've been wanting to shoot this vlog, but I don't want to do it in the rain. Okay, it is miserable delivering in the rain, guys. Okay, but for that, I brought a rain jacket. All right, I have a rain jacket that has a hood. So this is my old army jacket, so that's what I use. We do not get uniforms, all right, guys, unfortunately. But we do get a vest. All right, we get a UPS vest. It says UPS right here, see, and it says seasonal driver on the back. Okay, and so that's our uniform. So when you're delivering packages, when you're on the clock, all right, guys, when you're on the clock, you have to be wearing this uniform. All right, this is your uniform. All right. I see some SSDs out there, they're not wearing it. Like, you should be wearing it. Plus, it also doubles as like a reflector vest. All right, it's a safety item. All right. And yeah, so I'm wearing I've got layers of clothing on. All right, I'm wearing like a t-shirt, a jacket, and then I got the pants. And okay, so I'm supposed to be wearing boots, guys, but I'm wearing Crocs. All right, I'm just FYI. All right, I found out this year I can't wear boots for very long periods of time. I wore them yesterday because it was wet and my feet were hurting bad at the end of the day. So hopefully my feet will be happier today. All right. The only thing is when it gets wet, Crocs are kind of slippery, and it's like a safety thing. Okay. So I'm gonna go over my vehicle real quick before we take off, and then we're gonna go meet Jose and load the packages. All right. I won't get a video of me loading the packages, but when you see me next, all right, when we go meet Jose, you'll see this vehicle full of packages. Every day I've been able to deliver about average 100 stops. All right, 100 stops, more than 100 packages delivered. Okay, so that's a good amount of work every day. That's like 6-7 hours of work. Sometimes I can get 9 or 10 hours, you know, depending if I want to help out more or not. All right, if they have extra work. All right, at the end of the day. Okay, so let's go check out the vehicle. All right, so this is what I'm driving. So this is my 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. All right, you guys will see it more. And here it is. So I've got it. This is how I've got it set up. All right, I've got a moving blanket inside, so the packages can slide around. All right, that way you don't have to, you know, there's a rubber mat under this, so the packages would normally grip it. But I feel better. It's better to have the packages be able to slip and slide around, so you can get them in and out, or it's easier. Okay, I've got 2 of these trunk organizers. All right, these are folding trunk organizers. I can fold these up. All right, and it'll become flat if I wanted to. What I use these for, all right, I've got 2 here. I've got an old one right here. I've actually got 3. I got one in the front, but I don't really use that. I just use that to put stuff in there because I'm a DoorDash driver too. So, but the small stuff goes in here, all right, and you'll see when I get it here. Small stuff goes here. I've got a little bit of room here to put packages. Usually I put like packages that are long that can stand up. I put them here, okay. So I can put packages here. I can maybe move this back a little bit and put packages on the edge of the seat here. All right, but typically I will put the small packages here, and then I've got the vehicle organized in quadrants. All right, so if you guys don't know how they got UPS trucks organized, they have them organized in hidden numbers. All right, and each shelf or ledge is, or they call it a HIN number, is divided into 8 sections. All right, and we get one of them. All right, it's dependent on you how you want to do your route, man, but I do the one number at a time. All right, so I typically get the 7,000s and the 8,000s. all right, I get 7,000s, so my route is divided into the 7,000s and 8,000s. Typically I will take the 7,000s, all right, and I'll try to cram as much. It's to your advantage to cram as many of those packages in here as you can, all right? Because then it winds up you don't have to come back for it, all right? And then you're not digging around looking for a package you don't have, okay? Because everything is on the manifest already. You don't have to scan any packages, guys. So let's say I grab the 7000s, and I will show you when I get it in here, all right? I will put the low 7000s here, all right? This is 7000 to like 7300s, all right? And then this is 7400s to 7500s, and then I will put 7500 to like 7700 here, and then 78 to 7900s up here, okay? And so when you look in your manifest, all right, the MDA app, it'll be organized in that order, guys. So that's how you know how to find it, all right? It works, guys. So typically I will put like I will put the 7000 packages here, the 7000 to 5000 here, and then the 7500 to 7900 over there, okay? Because I work out of this door. That's the way I do it, guys, all right? I work out of this door, so the way I have it set up is so when I want to grab a package, all I have to do is open this door right here, okay? And then I start digging around in here searching for the package. And then I have this organized in a similar way, okay? So I have the early 7000s, all right? 7000, anything from 7000 package to 7500 will be here, okay? With the earlier stuff being here, all right? And then here I'll have the 7600s to the 7900s back there, all right? So 76 to 79. All right, so you see how it's working? So when these early 7000 packages start coming out, all right, I start moving the higher number packages here, all right? And I constantly start organizing. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, and then I have a folding hand truck there. I highly suggest you get one of these. I'm not gonna lie, I don't use it very often, but when I do is when I have like heavy items, or you got a house that has a lot of deliveries, like big item deliveries. Okay, or apartment complexes. These are good for apartment complexes. You could put the small packages, or you could put the packages in here and then put it on the cart and then just walk around the building with the cart, all right, with your hand truck, all right? So I would suggest you get some kind of folding hand truck like that, okay? I'll put a link in the description which one I use, okay? And yeah, so let's go do some deliveries. All right, so the RAV4 Prime is a plug-in hybrid, so typically I charge this overnight, and then I plug that in there, and then yeah, we got a full charge for today. Okay, so I will also have and I also have this is a plug-in hybrid, so it also runs off of gas when it runs out of charge. This can go 40 miles to a charge. Typically, by the time I'm done with my first route, all right, their first part of the day's route, I already have I may have some charge left, right, or I may have just run out, all right? So I can pretty much do the whole first part of the day's route on one charge, all right? So, and I use like no gas, so. And my suggestion is to use a hybrid, guys, a hybrid or an EV, because you can just leave it on all the time, okay? I don't turn my vehicle off whenever I, from house to house, all right? I just, put it in park and I get out, all right? And I don't have to worry about idling or, stuff, wasting gas. Doesn't do that, okay? All right, so let's go pick up the packages from Jose. Okay, charge cables out of the vehicle. So here's some stuff I got inside my vehicle. Like I mentioned, I got a rain jacket. I've got a clipboard here. This is what the list is going to look like. This is a blank one that I got just to keep as reference. This has all the info you need to like do deliveries and stuff for the day. Okay, this is your timesheet, all right, is what it is, all right. So you have to turn this in at the end of the day, all right. I've got a bunch of pens here. I've got a marker here if I want to mark boxes and stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to mark it with the apartment number or what the HIN number is. I've got sunglasses. I don't think we'll be using them today though. I've got 2 sets of sunglasses. I've got these these driving sunglasses. All right, they're transition. These are better for delivering packages because you can see inside the vehicle better. Okay. I've got a sandwich. All right, I've got a bunch of treats. I've got some Ghirardelli peppermint bark. I've got some beef jerky. Some houses, they leave out treats for you this time of year. I got some goldfish from one of those houses. All right, I've got my GoPro camera. I will be using that when we get the packages so you guys can see what's up. I've got my beanie. All right, this is an actual official UPS beanie. They let me keep it when I was a seasonal driver. I've got a protein drink here. So I've got snacks, guys. All right, so make sure you keep snacks with you throughout the day. You'll get hungry and tired. Just take a break and eat something. All right, and also I've got water. All right, and I've got gloves. All right, so I've been using these gloves all season, and they're great. I have one of these grippy gloves that I got from Daiso. It's a dollar store. And so you want a grippy glove, a grippy rubber glove like this, because it helps you grab the packages better, right? The packages are smooth and they're hard to grab. With this, it makes your grip much stronger, and it makes it feel like the packages are much lighter, guys. So trust me, it helps. The only thing is it makes my hands sweat. All right, this one is another glove I got from Daiso. It's got some grippy dots on it, but it's not as grippy as this, unfortunately. I wear this on my right hand, and it's got some touchscreen material on it. All right, unfortunately, they don't sell the touchscreen material for these gloves. So, and so this allows you to use the phone. All right, I don't like touching the packages, guys. They're dirty and nasty, and yeah, who knows where they've been. So that's what I will work in. All right, so you'll see me using these gloves later. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the meat point. Okay, so I have two phone mounts. I've got a phone mount here, and I've got a phone mount here. This is my phone, all right, and this is for the MDA, all right. I don't know if they're giving drivers phone mounts this year, but they gave me this one last year, and I'm using it, all right. My RAV4 Prime has two phone mounts in it, all right. I'm a DoorDash driver and an Uber driver, so I gotta have a phone in here all the time. But so I'll have two phones. I'll have the MDA here, all right, or the Dyad, and then I'll have my phone right here. All right, I use my phone for whatever, play music, look at text messages. They will text you throughout the day. You can make phone calls to the center with this. I can watch movies while I'm driving. I can listen to music, and I can use it for maps. All right, so I've got maps here. Okay, so you can use the maps. If you're in an area that you don't know, it's probably good to have this on the map all the time. All right, you can tell where the next delivery is, but most of the time I use the MDA, okay, because the MDA has maps on it too. All right, HadesOmega here. We're here at the meet point, and so I'm 10 minutes early. So usually I get here at 10:30, so I'm here before the driver. Sometimes I'm here when the driver's already here, and sometimes I'm here earlier than the driver, and we gotta wait. So in this case, we've got to wait. All right. Yeah. So the first things you want to do, I'm not going to go over it in the video because I'm going to be loading up. But what's going to happen is the package car is going to pull up here. All right, I'm going to meet the driver, and he's going to give me my MDA and that timesheet. All right, the timesheet where you write down all your information for the day. All right, so you can get paid. All right, that's very important that you fill that out, or else you're not going to get paid. All right, and turn it in at the end of the day. Anyway. Yeah, so you're going to get the phone, the MDA, all right, mobile delivery app, or Dyad, whatever you guys call it. If you're a driver, if you were a previous UPS driver, you know what a Dyad is, okay? But the MDA stands for a mobile delivery app, all right? And it's basically a phone with the mobile delivery app on it, all right? The UPS delivery app. I've used the app for 3 years now, and so one thing that's a little different than last year is we have to take pictures of all our deliveries now. All right, so that's what they're having us do. Instead of putting front door, left door, porch, or whatever. I mean, you could still do that, but it automatically has you take a picture. All right, and then that's where they send it to the customer, and that's where you left it. All right, if it's not there, then it's not there. Type of thing. All right. Yeah, so you get the MDA, get the sheet of paper, all right, the time card, and then I got to punch in, all right. You got to log in with your UPS login, that's your employee number and all that stuff. Log in with that, and then punch in, all right, and then what you're gonna do is punch in for the time that, you know, when you get, so that's the first thing you gotta do. The first thing you gotta do is punch in, all right? You log in, punch in, put the time that you got here, all right? And then that's when your time card starts, all right? And then you wanna write that down on the timesheet, all right? Write that down. Usually I will write that down on the timesheet and however many miles you have, all right? It's because they pay you for the miles too. So we've got 41,250 miles. So that's what I'm gonna put. You can also put the last 3 numbers, you know, that type of, I just put the whole odometer reading in there, okay? And then at the end of the day, when you're ready to turn your time card in, you get the miles from when you're done, and you put that on the time card, and that's your total miles. And then they're gonna reimburse you for, you know, however many miles you use to deliver packages, okay? So that's the scoop. So the important thing is to punch in right away, and then you start loading the packages, all right? And then in the next clip, this vehicle will be full of packages, all right? All right, here we go. Okay, there's the truck. I'm gonna go put my grip gloves on so I can grab the packages better, and we're gonna start loading. Okay, here we are. We got packages. I know you guys can't. What the heck, dude? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're freaking loaded with packages, guys. All right, so here's what it looks like. So the truck is, the package car left already, but here's this early 7000s, like I mentioned. It's actually not that much today. So yesterday, the last couple days, I've had a lot. All right, this is filled up all the way. All right, there were like 3 packages I had to leave behind. All right, because they were too big. All right, so if you don't have enough space, you got to leave it behind. And so what I do is I write down which packages, all right, what addresses that I don't have, okay? And then that way you're not fumbling around looking for it when you don't have it in here, okay? So that's the kind of drawback to this is if you don't have the package, you could be looking for something you don't have, all right? Because it'll say you have it on the dyad, but it won't be in your vehicle, okay? So, and you're gonna have to go back to the truck to get it. You kind of want to minimize the amount of trips you make to the truck, okay? Because it's, you know, it's an efficiency thing. Like, it's not efficient to keep on going back and forth to the truck, right? It wastes time, it wastes your time, it wastes the driver's time, okay? So, and you don't want to slow the driver down. You're there to help the driver out, not slow him down, okay, guys? Okay. So yeah, everything's all loaded up. You guys will kind of, it's loaded up how I mentioned it. I try to keep the stuff that the lower numbers, I try to keep them on top, all right? If I don't have a place to put it, I just stuff it on top of everything. And so by the time half of the stuff is out of here, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna suck for a while. It's gonna be hard to look for packages for the first couple, you know, for half the 7000s, okay? Then when half of the stuff is out of the vehicle, you can start finding stuff more easily, and there's only so many packages to look through, all right? Now, sometimes there could be a package still on the package card that maybe the driver forgot to give you, and you don't know that you don't have it, and you'll be rifling around in here wasting time. Okay, it happens all the time, all right? But it hasn't happened too much lately, all right? And today's load is kind of light, all right? It's lighter than yesterday. We've got a total of 82 stops, all right? 82 stops and 107 packages to deliver. I've probably got about half of those in the car right now, okay? So about 50 packages in the car. All right, I left 3 large ones, and what we're gonna do is we picked up the 7000s, and then when we're done doing the 7000s, we do the 8000s, and if there's any 8000s we can't do, we leave it with the truck, and then we do a 3rd run, all right, and we clean up the rest of what we didn't deliver, right? All the big stuff that we didn't deliver. That's usually what I do, okay? You could do whatever you want, guys, but that's the way I do it. That's the most efficient for me, all right? And you want to have like you want to load your vehicle up all the way. I know I know in the training video, it tells you, oh, only load it up halfway so you could see out the back. I call it bullshit, man. Load it up with as much packages as you can get, all right? You don't need to be able to see out of the back, guys. You can't see out the back of a package truck. What the heck, man? As long as your side view mirrors are unrestricted, which is almost, all right? So I have a package here in the front. They tell you don't put packages in the front. This is my last resort, all right? If I'm still hurting to put stuff in the car, I will put stuff in here and I will put stuff underneath here, all right? But we're not super duper, I know it's full, but I've had it more full than this before, guys, all right? So, and then yeah, I have the label here so I can read it, all right? So I'm gonna get my miles. We're gonna go punch it into the MDA here, all right? So yeah, you're just supposed to put a funky vehicle number, and then I'm gonna put my miles in is 41,250. Boom, all right, done. All right, and then yeah, we clocked in at 10:27. It's something like, did you perform your pre-delivery maintenance type of stuff? When you take off from the warehouse, the center, you're supposed to like check the tires and on the mirrors and all that stuff on the trucks. You should have done that before you came here. All right, so all right, you should have done all that stuff. You should know your vehicle. All right, you own it, so yeah, make sure it's in good working order. They do check all the safety stuff before, you know, they hire you and stuff. Okay, so let's go do our first delivery. So I'm going to be using a Chesta camera to deliver. All right, I will not be there are deliveries where I have to have people sign stuff. I'm not going to get those deliveries on video, okay, guys, for, you know, for reasons. All right, because I don't want to pay actors type of thing. All right, let's go deliver. All right, guys, so I've got my timesheet here. I've got the punch in time right here. We punched in at 10:27. That's when I met the driver and we started loading, and I logged into the app and I got the miles here. All right, I wrote the miles down. All right, there's no place to write the miles down, but at the end of the day, the app calculates how many miles that you've driven. All right, and I'm gonna go. Oh, also on the other side of this has a bunch of addresses. All right, a bunch of the addresses that we don't have the packages for in here. Okay, so I know when I get there, when I see this in the, hopefully I catch this before we get there, to not actually to skip that stop. But some of those stops might have more than one delivery. We're gonna have to go anyway, so we got to deliver everything, guys, because we need space for we need every little bit of space that we can get. All right, so there's 3 packages that we don't have in here. If I'm looking around and I can't find it, I look at this list and, oh, I don't have it, and go to the next stop type of thing. Okay, all right, we're gonna go to our first delivery. If I hit, so the first delivery is a 7011 package. So now you got to go look at where that is. All right, so if you remember, like I mentioned in the early part of the video, that's where thing is. All right, that's where the early deliveries are. The manifest, it goes in that order from lowest to highest number. That's why you want those HIN numbers to be in numerical order. All right, from low to high. Now there also is a map. There's a map in the app. All right, the app is actually very good. All right, guys, there's a map and it shows you where all the deliveries are, and you could go off of that. All right, oh, I'm closest to this one, let's do that one. But for, you know, if you have all the packages scanned and you pick them up from the driver, the best thing to do is just follow the route order, guys. Now, if you know a slicker way to do it, you know, a better way to do it, then yeah, go ahead and be my guest. You know, do what you want to do, man. But for the most part, you should just follow it. All right, and there is a set route, guys. Yeah, it changes day by day for what, you know, what vehicle. Oh my God, dude, so many cars coming in. All right, so it's just the end. This is the week before Christmas, guys. This weekend, or like next week, is Christmas. So yeah, and then this is the school I was talking about here. I don't know how much you guys can see, man, but okay, we're going to some place called Boonwood. All right, the addresses on my route are all woods. Okay, so that's the theme for this neighborhoods. All right, is they have wood at the end of their names. All right, so we've got like Castwood, Seawood, Grandwood, that type of thing. All right, so Basically, I go by the street, and then you go by the house number. All right, guys. And if you look here in the app, all right, on the app here on the side, it actually tells you where the delivery is. All right, and it shows us moving. All right, it is freaking slick, man. I'm telling you, it is almost hard to not deliver it to the wrong place, guys. It's almost impossible, because it will say like, hey, you're in the wrong place. Are you sure you're in the right place? It's kind of like DoorDash. Okay, it's very similar to DoorDash. All right, so I'll have like a map here, all right, on the left, and then I've got a map. And I've got the map with where that shows the exact delivery area. So if I want to look at a map for reference, but I've done this route so many times that I don't have to look at the map anymore. But yeah, if you're doing some area that you've never been in before, then yeah, it's kind of good to look at the app. All right, so we're driving to the next we're driving to the first delivery location, and hopefully we'll have it. I'll look in the list that I should have it. It's not on the list, so. All right, so I'll see you guys when I can see us on the map now. I'm gonna start zooming in on the MDA app, and then we should start popping up on there. It's at the very it's almost at the very beginning. All right, it's a 717. All right, it's right here, and 717 should be on the right. All right, we just passed it. It's right here. Where I like to park is in front of the house. In front of the house, with the back closer to the house. Okay, so I'm going to take this off the mount. I'm going to hit start here, and then we're going to start scanning the package. Okay. All right, and I want to look for this 717 package. Oh, it's this one right here. See, I sorted it so good that it's the first one. All right, it doesn't always happen that way, guys. Okay, we're going to go walk up to the house. See, that's why I like to park it that way. All right. And then typically we're doing what's called a driver release. That means you're releasing the package yourself. All right, I like to hide the package somewhere out of sight. All right, so behind the pot is where I left it. I took a picture with the phone, and then I hit stop and stop. All right, and then we just delivered a package, guys. There you go. All right, pretty easy, right? Now we just got to do that 100 more times, something like that. All right.